All right. Well, hi everyone. I know I haven't been able to defeat the echo issue, which I have. This is a converted garage. At one point, I'll turn the camera around and show you all the different parts of this place. This is like a fan art thing that I'm doing for Gideon Birmingham's Void Witch Kickstarter, and this is to explain kind of how I draw. This is kind of where I start. I just sort of scribble it in very loosely. I don't do finished pencils because I do my own inks. I know that I think for a lot of people it's considered kind of like a matter of pride. I do these finished pencils, and they're actually like penciling in the shading marks, if you do the David Finch stuff. But I don't actually agree with any of that. Here is the inking I've already done, and it's actually coming out pretty good. This is with the pencil layer taken off. This is his character design. She has kind of like this skeleton bodysuit and this half jacket and this particular hairstyle. And this triangle symbol is important for the character as well. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to show you kind of like one of the, I don't know if this is a trick exactly, but this is a good inking brush, this Gesinski Ink, and it comes with the iPad. You can find it under the inking collection here. It's right here, Gesinski Ink. And it has a lot of kind of swing to it. Like you can get some real, thin to thick to thin nuance with it. And it's one of the reasons I like it. The one thing that I don't like about it is it doesn't do a really good job at flood fills. I'll show you here an example. We're going to flood fill these legs. Oops. And if you look, you can see didn't do a good job. I know there's probably some setting that I could do, but you can see this kind of line between where the outline is and where the flood fill ended up. And it's that way because there's kind of an opacity built into the brush. And I could probably go in and make some adjustments at some point. But I haven't bothered to do that. Okay. I've also got to draw the bones, the bone shapes. I like this character design. I think it's a very cool character design. Kind of reminds me of a Steve Ditko kind of abstract, almost idiosyncratic character design, because it's not really bones. Like if this were really meant to look like real bones, there would be the second bone there, right? On the shin bone. It's meant to be simply an abstract, kind of cool effect. Let me drop this down a little bit. There we go. And so what we're going to do now is do these boots or booties. And generally what I like to do is kind of go in rough and then do some refining. I can't remember if she's got heels. I think she might. So I'll have to go and look at the character design. Actually, I have it up on this other screen. Unfortunately, there she is. No, you know what? She does not have the heels. Okay, that's fine. Looks cool. Okay. So we want to do these. I guess we're going to call these sort of like green goblin boots. And I had this idea of kind of a a whimsical pose. She's just kind of standing there, but her legs are apart. And then I'm using, this is the deal. I don't really like static poses, and I don't like fake action poses, where characters are kind of frozen and obvious poses. This is meant to look like I'm using the shape here. She's got a triangle going this way, and this triangle behind her, which is an important part of her character, because it also appears on her forehead, although you can't see it just yet. Is superimposed. So I might redo this triangle in the back, put it on a different layer just so I can get this line to match up. That might be the best way to do it. And just be strategic about, well, let's use technical pen here. I think that'll look good. Perfect. And because it's on its own layer, even though I just drew right through her knee and her arm and her hand and across her chin, I can just easily kind of just get rid of it. Oh, that's kind of a tangent, so we're gonna have to be a little bit more careful there. And if we need to, we can move it around. And I kind of want to do some things. I always have these stars here kind of in the background. But let's drop that down. And we're real close on this one. Now I said I would color it as well for the Kickstarter. Oh, natural inker is a good one too. Natural inker is a good one. Where's Gesinski? Right there. Drawing feet is not easy. Everybody owes Rob Liefeld an apology, I think, because I know exactly why he would avoid it. It's not easy, man. It's hard. And you got to get it to look dynamic. Uh-oh. I just realized I'm still on the wrong... All right, let's fold those together. There we go. I was on the wrong layer. Well, now we've folded onto the same layer. And I kind of want to have this sort of look with their toes up, the heels down, toes up kind of thing. Looks a little bit more fun and whimsy. Give her kind of a punk rock look. Oh, here's kind of a problem. This is an all black jumpsuit, and I chose to go ahead and render it in black ink. But when you put black ink like this, of course, you lose your outlines, right? There's an arm in front of her thigh here. And you know what I'm choosing to do is just, at one point I put a little thin like white line to show the outline. I don't think it needs it. And so what we're going to continue to do is just sort of massage our way in and make sure the line weights are good. This hand right here, like this. Thumb is this way. I think of these as sort of like robin gloves. The point on the back. There might even be a little slash down the middle. Nah, I don't think it works. Maybe a button. A button might look good. Button might look good over here too. All right, here's that triangle on her forehead. I'm just gonna thicken it out a little bit. I'm thinking she's looking okay. I don't think I did a great job with these boots yet. So we're going to continue to work on them. I might have to go get some references and take a look at them. That's the problem with feet, man. All right. Anyhow, let me see another picture of her boots. Yeah, they're just meant to be cloth. I'm scrolling through his comic. I've got a copy of it. This lets me look at the character design. It's a good comic. I think this is going to be awesome. There is one scene where she has a gun, like a ray gun. Oh, there's the boots right there. All right. I think this line is too thick. Is this right? Maybe not. Sometimes what I like to do is if you can swing it, and I don't think I can on this character, draw a little bit of the sole of the shoe. Yeah. Well, I'm probably going to have to go back and look at references and stuff for it. All right. Anyhow, please like, follow, subscribe, and there will be more content every day. We're going to be back to doing comics. I'm going to try and kind of work on my schedule and my routine. And I see that there's, yeah, like that. There's going to be more content every day, done on schedule with my new setup. All right, talk to you later.